Battlecry of Freedom by Ngakma Nor'dzin.
Part 2, the slogans. Slogan 43. Guard the two even at the risk of your life.
Ni po srogdang do na srung.
Guard awakening view and intention, and ride the mind for the benefit of everyone and everything everywhere. If there is a wish to ride, there needs to be a horse. If there is a horse, that horse must be valued and cared for. Then it is possible to ride. Once it is possible to ride, the riding environment must be appreciated. This may seem rather simplistic, but ultimately awakened view and awakened intent is simple. To awaken, the mind must be caught and trained. In order to train the mind, the methods of training must be embraced. The mind must be valued and cared for at all times and in all circumstances. To awaken the trained mind, the intention to benefit others must be a priority. Guard awakening view. Guard the methods of awakening, embracing all circumstances as opportunities. Guard awakening intention. Certainty in the efficacy of this approach is called refuge. Refuge is the starting point for all Buddhist practitioners. It is the assertion of becoming engaged with mind training in order to awaken view and awaken intent. It is the most basic Buddhist vow and is often proclaimed in a public ceremony. The conventional meaning of refuge is somewhere to escape to avoid painful life circumstances. This might be a material place of refuge, such as a refuge for the homeless, a woman's refuge, or a refugee camp. Or it might be an emotional or psychological refuge to hide from the harsh realities of life. Security might be sought in finding better employment, a greater income, the perfect partner, the perfect horse, more possessions, better possessions, a bigger house, a smarter car, happier experiences, distraction from dissatisfaction, and engaging in activity to numb the mind of dissatisfaction, such as drinking excessive alcohol, taking drugs, watching endless television, playing games, gambling, and so on. Refuge in terms of Buddhism does not look for security outside the reality of the present moment and the reality of as it is. Security is discovered in awakening. When Buddhist practitioners take refuge, they assert their recognition of the possibility of awakening. They embrace the methods of awakening, and they engage with the circumstances of life as the means of entering the path of awakening. It is an assertion that awakening intent, and awakening activity have become the empty sources of security. It is the recognition that awakened view and awakened intent are the only source of security, the security of non-duality, the security of no longer seeking material security. It is security in the emptiness of fixed identity and in the form of eternal identity through the continuation of momentary definition. It is security in empty receptivity and in the form of the eternal response to the needs of others, of being the cause of their happiness and awakening.
Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche says, "We should therefore observe these vows at all costs, just as we guard our eyes from thorns when we are walking through the woods."
Refuge is a state of being that is continually renewed, rather than a state that is regarded as acquired during a refuge ceremony and then forgotten about. The certainty of holding refuge is the ground of practice. Holding that certainty as a lived reality is practiced. Mind training is rooted in this refuge. The instruction to hold this commitment, even at the risk of your life, is direct and uncompromising. To be able to experience as a felt reality that commitment to mind training as more important than life itself, there has to be considerable experience of practice. There has to be a felt reality that emptiness protects the mind. There has to be a felt reality that identity is illusory. There has to be a felt reality that the needs of other beings are more important than personal needs. Mind training must have become so much a part of the practitioner, and the purpose of mind training so present, that it is recognized as the only valuable purpose in life. Awakened view and intent are more important than this life, because they are not only the basis of personal happiness in this and future lives, but also the basis for the possibility of helping all other beings to find happiness in this and future lives. If a practitioner is not currently able to wholeheartedly embrace the idea of rebirth in terms of personal experience, the word moment could replace the word life, and the message would remain the same. Awakened view and intent are more important than this moment, because they are not only the basis of personal happiness in this and future moments, but also the basis for the possibility of helping all other beings to find happiness in this and future moments. Guard the view and intention that have the potential to awaken the present moment.